From CTV News headquarters in Agincourt, yes, we are in there somewhere tonight. You're watching Toronto's breaking news, CP24. Hey, hello, I'm Nick Dixon. Welcome to CP24, the finale of the Great Debate redemption season. It's being aired right here, of course, on CP24 and across our digital streaming sites. So this season, it all started with 8 contestants, many of them past contestants, battling to maybe save some face. It's definitely been an exciting tournament. So right now, let's take a look back at some of the highlights.
Lloyd Robertson never once took a nap. Lloyd Robertson talked about the Berlin Wall coming down, and he did that nap-free. Also, have you been to some of the rooms here?
Yeah.
It's going to be disgusting. It's going to be dirty. It's going to be so dirty.
Are you going face down, taking a nap? Are you like raw?
You don't know what's going to happen when you fall
it?
asleep. You could say you fall asleep like Sleeping Beauty with a bunch of birds on a blanket on you.
Can you hold that for a second?
Wait, are you describing how one takes a nap?
Here?
I mean, we physically know what this is like.
You're not going face down on a rando pillow. You're going to go like this.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, and you know what I want to point out?
What's that? Yeah, let's hear it.
Anybody can pretty much act, but you know what? There are very few people who can be a rock star.
I want to see you get on stage and memorize a monologue and recite your monologue.
Where's my photo? Let's
see your photo.
Let's do this. There we go.
How do we know that's you? How do I know it's not a doppelganger? You know how many people think I look like Mariah Carey? Mariah Carey, I certainly am not going to hit the dolphin notes like her.
My apologies to the kids in the audience. Nobody should see that.
Whatever. I call fake news on that one. Look, we also talk about being in like this rock band and you're not the only guy and you feed off your rock. What if you aren't in a rock? No, auto-tune? Have you heard of auto-tune?
Yeah, but that's not singing.
Apparently, alcoholics call it the geographic cure, moving to another location, thinking your life is going to change. Oh, our life is going to change when the new year dawns. Not happening.
But it's not about your life changing. It's about deciding I'm going to start whatever change I want to create for myself and for my life. It's also forcing you to set an intention for the year. So let's say you are an alcoholic and you want to change your habits. Thinking about it ahead of time. January is also the first start date. It's not the end date to your change.
Do you know what Josie did? She attacked the character and integrity of the judges. How is that going to help you win a debate? And we're talking about character and integrity. I also learned something in the green room before we started recording. Josie hates camping. She does not like camping.
So
and so she comes on set questioning the character of the judges. Well, now is she having the viewers believe that camping is a great thing? Again, she likes spending time with her family. She hates camping, and she needs to tell the truth.
Right now, we're all playing Frankenstein here, and it's all very messy. But don't forget, we're talking about our pets.
But we're not talking about our pets. That's my point.
The whole argument is our
it's
pets.
Not
and
animal.
The problem is with the pets is that you're paying so much money, no one realizes that you have all these memories of what your pet is like.
But it's
like, little Rufus does this and this and this. And then all of a sudden then you get this new pet that's completely different. And then you're bitter.
I completely agree with you
treat the pet horribly.
We should not be cloning these animals.
People need to be cloning animals.
No, that's not what I said. We should not be cloning our pets.
Pets.
I can put in, okay, I'm looking for an outfit for this. I need a gift for my dad who really likes socks. Shout out to my dad. He does like socks. That's what you're getting for Christmas. But it makes it so much easier.
You go get yours measured, don't you?
I do. It's tailored. It's
benefit
of the job.
Where'd you go?
M2M.
M2M, right?
Yeah.
They measure it for you.
Yeah.
You feel good. You have a great conversation. You can see it. You can come back, and then you size it all up, and everything's done for you. Whereas when you order it online, you don't know what you're going to get.
Okay, so those are the highlights of the redemption season, but let's really take a look at the brackets and find out how we got to tonight's final. And we'll start in the top left corner there, which had, of course, CTV CP24's Jess Smith taking on TSN Radio's Matt Cause, debating napping at work. Jess Smith was wide awake enough to argue in favor of nap, so she takes out Matt Cause, exacting a little redemption for herself. Then we move to the bottom part of that draw, which featured Lisa Morales arguing that lead actors are better, while Roger Peterson came out on top, saying lead singers is where it's at. The wild card contestant on that side of the draw moved on to the semifinals. And in that semifinal, Jess Smith and Roger Peterson arguing the merits of online, which Jess was arguing, versus in-store, which Roger could not convince our panel of. So Jess Smith moved on to the final, which of course is where we are tonight. But now we need to see the other side of the draw. Kemma Joseph and Andrew Bell debating New Year's resolutions. Do we make them or don't we? Kemma says we do, and she got to move on to get into the semifinals. When we move to the bottom part of the draw, that was Jamie Ellerton, Josie Dye, both looking for redemption. Josie comes out on top, arguing for camping, despite the fact she's not really much of a camper. But that got us to the semifinal round. So it was Josie and Kemma debating, fiercely debating
Animal cloning.
Animal cloning, okay, that's right, animal cloning. That was just last night, how short my memory is, but Kemma came out on top on that one, which gets us to this final, setting up Jess Smith, Kemma Joseph, the finals, redemption for both of them. They're not wild cards, they've been here before, but never to the finals. So again, she took out our wild card, Jess Smith, taking out Roger Peterson, coming hot with 2 straight wins, and Kemma Joseph, strategic connector and founder of St. Aud Advocacy. This is the final, folks. Once again, though, the rules are very simple. We chose that random topic for our guests to debate. In segment 1, each guest argues their side of the topic, and then in segment 2, each guest gets to refute the other's opinions. That's a kind of a 5-minute free-for-all round. Now, when both debaters are finished, our in-studio panel will make their decision on who won and who gets the crown for the redemption season of the Great Debate. That is our in-studio panel right there. Their paddles are ready. Carefully watching, pay attention to all of the action, and also rehearsing some very coordinated moves as well. They will be voting after each round and decide who is the greatest debater. And at the end of the show, whichever way those paddles turn, that's going to be the way this whole thing is going to turn. So this is CB24's The Great Debate Redemption. This is the finale, round 1. Kemma, Jess, who's going to win? We're going to find out coming up after this as we kick things off with the opening statements. CP24's Great Debate Redemption Round finale continues. Thanks for coming back. I'm Nick Dixon. This really is a second chance for some of our most popular debaters from the past seasons to get a win and, most importantly, exact a little bit of revenge. And it all comes down to this head-to-head matchup. Jess Smith, Kemma Joseph. Enough of me talking. It's time for round 1. Here is the topic. So if you're not quite extroverted but not quite introverted, well, you may be what's known as an extroverted introvert. This is according to the Huffington Post. It's someone who enjoys socializing but also needs some alone time to recharge. Now, signs that you are an extroverted introvert include you welcome canceled plans. You are selective in the kinds of events you'll attend. You gravitate toward deep conversations. You need time to recharge after social engagements. So who's happier, introverts or extroverts? Jess, you are arguing that introverts are happier. You got 2 minutes to state your case.
As an introverted extrovert myself, I do understand the balance between wanting to be outside, inside at the same time. And I want to start off with the fact that introverts aren't people that generally just don't love others. They just protect their peace. And I think protecting your mental health is really important. But there's also a quiet power in being an introvert. They're people who have deep focus. Being an extrovert is great, but being the loudest person in the room doesn't always mean you are correct. You're just the one making the most noise. You're also active listening. Just because you're not saying a lot doesn't mean you're not actively participating. You're just internalizing everything and making sure that when you do respond, that you have a really well thought out kind of thought process as you're going forward. And you have a lot of time to think about your empathy and your observation of whatever is going on. There's pros and cons to both, obviously, but you can also be an introverted extrovert. 2 things can be true at once. You can like when plans get canceled. Sometimes it's a little bit sad, but also I can get back into my jams. I can put the lotions and potions on my face. I can be nice and relaxed and cozy. But also, you can rally and support your friends. You can be introverted and still be out and about. It doesn't mean that you're not going to attend events. You just might not be the person in the center of the dance circle, and that's totally okay. There's room for everybody at the table, whether you're sitting maybe a little bit further back from the table or you're right out in front. But for the introverts, they have great levels of leadership because you're able to really think things through, go into it with a plan, and you've been able to sit with that quiet thought and then make your way out. There is a certain zen level to being an introvert, even an introverted extrovert, because you have the best of both worlds. Now, again, we're getting into a really busy time of year. There's nothing wrong with just being inside. It doesn't mean you're not being social. You're being really cautious and really careful about who you're choosing to interact with. So it doesn't mean you're not interacting with people at all. You're just really selective with who you spend your time with.
Okay, that's the case for introverts, stated very well by Jess Smith. But Kemma Joseph gets to argue the other side today, saying that extroverts are happier. Kemma, take it away. Go extrovert on us.
I think we can all agree that introverts, of course, are able to be happy. I think we all know someone who enjoys their quality time, alone time, hang out in their jams. But I believe the question of this debate is, who is able to have the most long-lasting happiness? And that is, my friend, extroverts. They are just built to win. They have they have built-in boost systems, essentially biological. So they are, able to wake up in the morning, feel great, unprompted. Of course, that can only lead you to have a happier life. They also have strong networks, and there's research proving that those who have strong networks live a longer and happier life. And that means you have good friends, people who celebrate with you when you have good news to share, which is often for extroverts. And when you are feeling a bit down or you have, bad news to share, you still have that strong network who can hold you down and keep you grounded. And thirdly, they are doers. So unlike the introverts, like Jess just mentioned, who are overthinkers, spend their time thinking by themselves, extroverts just go out and do the thing. They do not stick on the sidelines, like our friends, the introverts rather. They go out, do things. They sign up for the new classes. They go and meet new people. And doing new things can only allow you to accumulate happier, positive moments and memories. And that is why I say extroverts are actually the happiest.
Okay, and that is time for Kemma Joseph stating her case. All right, we've kicked things off here. It's in the books now. At least the opening round is. The judges, kind of in their hands at this point. They're actively working on figuring out who won that round. Do you look at these judges? Do you think introvert, extrovert, introverted, extrovert, extrovert, introvert? There's a multiple factor of complications, or could be whatever. So Farah, Charlie, and Natalia figuring things out. This is CP24's The Great Debate. This is all about redemption. This is the finale. Coming up, the finale rebuttal round. The great sort of debate happens here. All the rebuttals are coming up after this on The Great Debate. Can you feel it? Redemption is in the air. Welcome back. This is the final CP24 Great Debate Redemption episode, the big finale where sweet revenge could be found and will be found for one of these two wonderful contestants today. Now, our in-studio panel is carefully paying attention to all the action. Yep. Let's go with that. Our guests are all warmed up, ready for round two. The panel is there getting ready as well. And of course, in round two, each guest, this is where it can get pretty feisty as they get to refute the other's opinions, really, so the judges who are watching so carefully can decide who wins here. When both rounds are finished, that in-studio panel is going to make its own decision as to who won and who is the champion of CP24's Great Debate Redemption season. So round two is now getting underway. These are the rebuttals at 5-minute free-for-all. A reminder here, the topic, are introverts, I blended the word myself, are introverts or extroverts happier? So Kemma, you get to kick things off. This is starting off the 5-minute rebuttal round.
I feel so insulted on behalf of all extroverts that you dare call us the loudest people in the room.
Well, you're being loud right now, but okay. Continue.
And all of my research, I've yet to see a definition of extroverts as being the loudest in the room. We're the most social. We feed off of people's energy. I do not think we're the loudest.
But you also kind of bully over the people who are more introverted. And you made a point earlier about extroverts being healthier. So you're saying because I'm by myself that I'm not healthy? I can't exercise, I can't go for a jog on my own?
It is harder for you to get to happiness. We get to it a lot faster.
I'm happy and healthy in the space that I have created for myself. And I'm talking about networks. You can have a network in person, you can have one online. We have this beautiful thing called technology that connects us to people all around the world.
But
so
I think we can all agree
maybe
that
have an ability where you can't maybe get out. Maybe you've got an injury, right? I hurt my knee. Ooh, my back.
Yeah.
Ooh, my neck. I can still connect with people.
But if you have a strong
way.
social, these people are coming to your house in person.
In cold and flu season, are you mad?
But
season.
I think we can all agree that
Absolutely
technology can only take us so far. I'm talking about being in person, having real people come to you and support you.
I can be an introvert in a situation where there's people around me right now. Oh my goodness, there are people everywhere. And you talked about them being doers. I can still do things.
We are.
I'm a doer as well.
But
I'm
by
just
yourself.
not out there making it known to everybody.
But you're doing it by
You're
yourself.
moving in silence, making things great for other people.
I can also move in silence.
Can you? Because you've been talking this whole time. You've been talking this whole time.
Judges, hello. She's insulting us.
It's called facts. I don't know
but
if you've heard
of it. Again, being the loudest.
But I can be emotionally intelligent without having to be the loudest person in the room.
The conversation is about who
No,
between
I never called you
introvert
a bully. I just said you were loud.
Oh.
You can be loud and be friendly, right?
Is that what we're going to do to each other?
Nick's loud and friendly.
Don't bring me into this. But
He's an
let's
extrovert.
focus on the debate here.
In terms of leadership, you brought that introverts make great leaders.
Yeah.
But they're overthinkers. They don't do the things. Again, as an
Critically
extrovert,
thinking through every single scenario is not a bad
extroverts
thing.
can be critical thinkers too. I think we just act a lot faster and more quickly.
because I'm
and
not
we can
acting-
bring people along. Why? Because we have good networks.
I'm not saying I'm not moving quickly.
3 minutes
Just because
to go.
I'm not out loud and shouting at people and waving my hands in the air doesn't mean I'm not.
Not her
doing
dissing
it.
my body language, y'all.
Listen, I'm not dissing it. I'm saying your choreography is different than mine, right? So where you're going to be out there, maybe in the center of the circle, I'm still accomplishing the exact same things a little quieter.
And lead from behind. As an extrovert, I want people to lead. I want people to like be ahead of me. I'm supporting from the back. I'm not in the center. I'm not a show off.
So then you want to be an introvert because then you're at the back. You're kind of taking things in. You're
But
internalizing
I don't think introverts
things.
are at the back. Introverts are not even in the room.
Oh, we're
They're
in
at
the
home.
room.
You're not in the room.
Listen, I
That's
can
my
move in
whole
silence.
point.
The people that have the greatest plans move in silence. So I'm just saying, like, I don't have to be out there high kicking and highfalutin. And just because maybe you're not high kicking and highfalutin doesn't mean you're not being that loud person in the room, right?
You're making it seem like extroverts don't have any substance. They're not able to hold
no, they have
meaningful
substance.
relationship. But you're saying no. You're saying we're performing, we're high kicking, we're bullying people, we're being loud, we're just like
You're performing. Those are your words. Bullying is your word. I'm saying that as an introvert, I'm internalizing. I'm maybe not saying it out loud right away, but I'm making a plan.
How do you become happy? Like let's stick to the conversation of the debate about happiness. Who is most happy? Extroverts. Why? Because we have strong networks, because we have this built-in boosted, it is biological. We are more in
For
tune
the
with our happiness.
introverts, I don't need to rely on other people to create my happiness. I'm creating it on my own, and then I'm sharing it when I choose to.
How?
Just I'm an introvert doesn't mean I'm not leaving my house. I still got to get out and do life. I'm just maybe not doing it in the same way as you, but that doesn't make it wrong.
But you're also not doing it as often as us, is my point.
Says who?
Says the research, girl. Says data. Says science.
Says
me
where?
as an extrovert.
Show it.
Oh, God.
Listen, if you can't prove it, then you can't use it. All I'm saying is just because the introvert isn't out there the same way doesn't mean they're not accomplishing the same things, doesn't mean they're not living with their heart, with their soul, with passion. Introvert doesn't mean I don't have
But you're
passion
also
for
not
life.
building the same type of memories. You're not building the same type of moments. You're often doing it by yourself. You're not doing it with
phone
friends.
full of pictures that
and we know
are
that friends
of
are the
things.
cheat code to happiness.
They are, and I have friends too. They're just not always there in person.
But it
It
sounds
doesn't
like
mean
your
we're not
friends are
connecting.
online.
Some of them are. Some of them live across the country. Some of them live across the world. I don't need to be there in person to be able to be like, you know what? I appreciate you.
We got 40 seconds to go, by the way.
And I appreciate you for your opinion, but I also want you to
me a
know.
bully.
Again, your words. I feel like she's putting words into my mouth because she's a little bit afraid.
Rewind the tape,
maybe
y'all.
jealous.
She said that extroverts were
I just said
bullies.
you were loud. I didn't say you were a bully, but that's okay. If you feel that way, that's for us to work out maybe in a conversation. Yeah.
Alone, as introverts do.
On our own. Maybe you have to check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Oh, no.
15 seconds left on this one. This is the
But
finale.
I think at the end of the day, it's all about sharing, and how you connect is up to you. Because depending on what you're
But those
at,
who are connecting
the
are
age and
extroverts.
stage and place you are in your life.
Introverts are not
it
connected. You're not
depends.
feeding off of other
I'm
people.
connecting with you right now.
All right, from introverts to interjection, I'm going to get in here. That is time. 5 minutes. That's the finale. That's the rebuttal. Whew. Okay, introvert, extrovert. The battle was fierce there. What a debate there. So the judges now have their work cut out for them, and they really do have their work cut out. I mean, this is not just a great debate, judges. Keep in mind, this is redemption. These are past contestants who've come back to try to get some redemption here. Though the judges, they're kind of arguing about this here, but they're deciding who got all the points, who's the winner. Oh, we're going to make you hang on, though, because you're watching CP24. It's a great debate. The redemption round winner is going to be revealed after this break. Is it Jess? Is it Kemma? Introvert? Extrovert? Come back. Find out. Okay, who's going to be cranking Redemption Song tonight? Well, we are about to find out. This is CP24's The Great Debate Redemption Series. It's being aired, of course, on CP24 and across all of our digital streaming sites. Okay, so we've gone from 8 former participants, including 2 wild cards, to the final 2, Kemma and Jess. That's who it's come down to. The question now, who is going to come out victorious? Who is going to claim complete redemption? The big question is not what I think. It's what that panel thinks right now. Farah, Charlie, Natalia, they are deciding here. And boy, they are really going through this really, you know, for independent judges, they're having a huge debate themselves here. And it's a great debate. They're not even on mic. So we can't even hear what they're saying. But they've got their paddles. They're pondering. They're presuming. They're deciding. Is there an introvert among that crowd? Or is this 3 extroverts? Or are they introverted extroverts? They've got the shirts. I mean, this season, the Great Debate shirts have really, I thought, brought it for this
Sparkly.
redemption
Very sparkly.
season here. Charlie arguing with Natalia now. Natalia, Farah's taking, no, Farah deciding, okay, maybe not.
I see
play-by-play?
I see some introverts.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so.
Maybe an introverted extrovert.
We got hands on paddles. We got 2 hands on paddles. Kemma getting 1 vote. Just getting 1 vote. Kemma getting 2 votes. Kemma Joseph has won the Great Debate Redemption Round. Kemma, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
The great debater of this season. Wonderful
Thank
stuff.
you.
Jess,
Congratulations.
nice to
Appreciate
get
it.
yourself as well. Let's shake some hands
Thank
here.
you.
Okay, so we have an award for you here. Hot off the press.
Oh my God.
Great Debate Redemption Champion. Hold it up to your camera right there. Kemma Joseph, there you are. Look at that. Okay. Wonderful stuff. So there we have it. CP24 is the Great Debate Redemption. Kemma, any final words from you after you've taken out Jess here? And Jess has her second place prize here as well.
I'm just so thrilled on behalf of all extroverts. Redemption tastes sweet. So thank you.
Redemption does taste pretty sweet. Jess, you did well. I wasn't sure who took
Listen,
that debate, actually. I must be honest here.
As an introverted extrovert.
Do you think the panels are extroverts? What do you think that
I
came
want to
down
say they're introverted extroverts. They were torn, but you know what? It was a great debate. Maybe not correct in the final answer, but that's okay.
Oh, no.
That's
Kemma
okay.
Joseph, you've won, though, so you're probably going to come back for some kind of all-star round where we've got this sort of brewing in the
Exciting.
background here. So the Great Debate Redemption, this was a really exciting season. You know, I kind of enjoyed watching all of these debates sort of whittle down to this. These have been some fun nights here on CP24, and we've got to, again, give a huge shout-out to our in-studio panel. They did a wonderful job, as did the production, the crew here. You know, this is it. Tune in. CP24 is going to have a great debate parade of champions. Big hand, though. Again, Farah, Charlie, Natalia, you did it. Yes, keep in mind, the CP24 Great Debate Parade of Champions. We've now got another champion here. It will also be a chance for the past champs to reign supreme, but also maybe for some other contestants to come in and join the fun here on CP24. Again, this is on CP24. This is streaming online. This is wherever you can basically find CP24. You're going to find the Great Debate. This has been the redemption season. Congratulations again, Kemma Joseph. You came out on top. Jess, you were a wonderful debater as well. Second place there. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next season. Have a good one. All right. There you go. We have a winner.